With practical tips and time-saving techniques, we'll show you ways to get dinner done quicker. Shortcut cooking. Brought to you by the Home Depot.
Welcome back to the kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you a roasted butternut squash soup. And this delicious recipe has butternut squash, apples, a little bit of curry powder. It's just a golden puree, and then we top it with bacon. I'm going to show you some great tricks and tips and some wonderful shortcuts. The first of which is to get your butternut squash already cut up. And you can find this in your produce section. It saves you a ton of time so you're not peeling, seeding, chopping your butternut squash. So you're going to need about 3 pounds of it. And then you're going to top it with a little olive oil, just about 1 tablespoon to get it nicely coated. This helps the roasting process. You're going to flavor with a little salt, a little pepper, and you're going to roast it for about 30 to 40 minutes at 375 degrees. While the butternut squash is roasting, you're going to go ahead and prepare all your other vegetables. And I like to use my food processor. It does all of the chopping for me. So we're going to start with our garlic. This calls for 4 cloves. That looks good. Then you're going to add 1 onion. And on this onion, you're going to want to just do a pulsing motion. Gives it a nice chop. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the carrots and the celery. And remember, you don't want a puree, so you're just going to want to pulse it. Now, one last thing, we're going to chop up our apple. That looks great. You're going to want to keep your apples separate because you'll add those in at a different time. There you go. All your veggies are chopped and you saved a ton of time. I mean, look at this. Now it's time to cook. Add the chopped vegetables to the pot. 2 teaspoons of curry powder, a teaspoon of dried thyme, some salt and pepper, and a bay leaf. When the garlic, onion, and celery are softened, takes about 8 minutes, add the apple and the roasted squash to the pot. Cook those for about 5 minutes. Pour 1 cup of apple cider into the pot and bring it to a simmer. You'll want to cook the cider down, reducing it by half. Then add 1½ quarts of chicken broth and bring everything back to a simmer. Cook the soup about 20 minutes until all the flavors are nicely combined. Come check on your soup. The vegetables should be tender and ready to be pureed. You can do this in batches in your food processor or in a blender, but I think it's much easier to use an immersion blender. And they look just like this. You can blend it right in the pot. That looks great. Wonderful puree with the immersion blender. Now you're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg, salt, and pepper to taste. Give it one last stir. Can't wait to taste this, you guys. It looks so yummy. So you can top this with just a little dollop of sour cream and some bacon crumbles. There you have it, shortcut cooking.